Welcome back. In this one we're going to talk about file redirecting. There's a lot going on in this one, so stay with me and ask me questions if I don't quite cover something that you're hoping to see. Let's talk about inputs and outputs for a second. In your terminal, you've got three main file text streams that we're going to deal with: standard in, standard out, and standard error. There are other ones, and you can create your own and fiddle with them, but these are basically just streams of text that you can direct one way or another, and they have kind of like I said, standard places that they go, and you can modify those as you need. So standard in means the standard input, and that usually is what you're typing. Standard out is the standard output, and that's what you're typing or what comes out of the command. So if you say ls, this was all shown in standard out. But if you say banana, which is hopefully not a command, this is actually shown in standard error, which is different, and we'll talk about why maybe in the next video. But you can redirect those, kind of like, connecting a pipe or something between two different flows to kind of change things directions. And there's three ways to do that. We can redirect output and input, and this is called a pipe. These things all mean nothing to you, so I realized that the last phrase or so was pointless. So let's look at redirecting output to a file. If we ls, our standard out is into the terminal here, but if we ls and then we use this, we are redirecting standard output, and we say my desktop files is to the file name that we want to redirect to. So we look over here. So nothing gets output here, but if we cat, like we learned in the previous video, cat my desktop files, and you can see it wrote each of the files to a line in the file. Open it up here just for proof, and there's, each line is one of these. And okay, so now let's do something else. Let's say print working directory, and we'll call my desktop files, just because I want to mess with you. And what happens if you output to a file that's already there? Cat my desktop files, and you see it overwrote it completely with the output of print working directory. So we took the output of this command and we redirected it into this file. The single arrow means take the file that's there and just write over top of it. Now, if you want to just tag the extra line at the bottom, you could say print working directory, two arrows to append my desktop files, and then if we read in my desktop files, you'll see now it has two because we just appended to the bottom. Now that we can redirect things to files, you can save the outputs of commands for later. One useful command that you don't know yet is echo. All echo does is it prints what you type. So all echo does is it prints hello echo, hello there, and it outputs hello there. Echo, wasn't that nice? Wasn't that nice? The benefit of echo is that if you redirect output, like we're learning about, echo my super secret password to, and you see password.txt, and you're like, oh yeah, well, I totally saved that. So that is obviously the most secure way to store your passwords. But there are more legitimate uses if you want to just jot down a note. Echo note, turn in paper on Sunday. And we're going to append that to notes.txt. Since it doesn't exist, it creates it, but if you say note, feed cat, and then if you can cat out your notes.txt at a later time to check in, see what kind of notes you wrote for yourself. So that is the output redirect. In the next video, we'll talk about the input redirect.